Well, you don't think I know what I'm doing?
No, I'm not saying that.
I'm saying both of you don't know what you're doing. So I've actually never seen a Dhar Mann video before, or Dhar Mann? Apologies to Mr. Mann, I've never seen one of your videos. A couple of people asked me to react to this, and based on the thumbnail, this looks pretty terrible. So let's react to Prosecutor Sends Innocent Black Man to Jail.
So you see, Your Honor, it's without question that this defendant did these crimes.
No, that's impossible.
Okay, who's the prosecutor arguing in front of? Where's the jury in this? And why is the defendant being allowed to speak at this point? What part of the trial are we in? This doesn't make any sense right off the bat.
I wasn't in Philly when it happened. I was in LA at a Dodgers game.
He's lying.
I mean, you know, you have a lawyer to talk to the judge and the jury. You're not really allowed to talk unless you're on the witness stand as the defendant. This is already off the rails. We're off to a cracking good start here.
You can tell by looking at him.
Okay, well, so that's completely improper racism. If there is a jury somewhere in this courtroom, that's probably immediate grounds for a mistrial. You're not allowed to engage in overt racism while the trial is going on. This is insane.
Order. Defendant, do you have any proof of your alibi?
Oh, now I remember Dhar Mann. I think Drew Gooden or Danny Gonzalez, or both of them, did a video on this. They're videos where it's totally unrealistic, but you feel good at the end of the video. Now I remember.
No, we don't have any proof, Your Honor.
Okay, so where are we in the trial right now? The judge is just flat asking the defense if they have evidence. There's, you know, a whole trial that you go through. You call witnesses, you present evidence. There are motions ad limine to admit things into evidence. You don't just ask the counsel, like, do you have any evidence to support your claim here? And why can't the defense counsel come up with evidence that this person wasn't even in the city at the time?
Okay, well, if there's no evidence to corroborate Robert's story.
That's insane! Okay, so you're not in Philadelphia, you're in Los Angeles. How did you get there? Who did you talk to? Did you buy anything? Did you make a cell phone conversation? You brought your cell phone, right? You have a mobile phone, you could ping a cell tower. You probably bought something. You had to have a ticket to get to Los Angeles. You didn't walk there. This is insanity. How? There's no possible way that a defense attorney would be so incompetent as to have zero evidence at all.
Excuse me, I must use the restroom.
And this is the thing that really bothers me, is that even if you have a witness, and it's just, you know, he said, she said, that's still considered evidence. A witness testifying is often direct evidence, and it's what a lot of people consider the strongest you could have. My mind is reeling. It's absolutely a roller coaster inside my brain right now. Boy, wow.
The court finds the defendant, Robert Williams, guilty.
There's no jury here. It's just the judge. He's just. Do you have any evidence, Mr. Defense Counsel? No? All right, guilty. That's not how a criminal trial works. I mean, you know this. There's a jury. You voir dire the jury. You present evidence, and then you instruct the jury. This is. I'm already broken, and we're 30 seconds into this video.
No, please, not my baby boy.
Okay, why are we letting people in the gallery talk?
I know he didn't.
All right, yeah,
Honor,
all right, so there's an outburst.
Please, you have to believe me. I'm innocent. I put that on my life. You know I didn't do this. You know it. Order. Mr. Williams, that's enough.
Does
Not
he?
another word.
Why would the prosecutor know he didn't do this? The defense didn't present any evidence whatsoever.
We'll reconvene tomorrow for sentencing.
Oh yeah, sentencing tomorrow, yeah. Courts are so backlogged, especially now. Sentencing wouldn't happen for probably a few weeks, I would think.
Daddy, no, please, don't go.
Everything's gonna be okay, sweetie, I promise. Daddy loves you so much. What if he's telling the truth? What if we got the wrong guy?
Yeah, we just convicted him. What if he's telling the truth based on absolutely nothing whatsoever?
Well, you don't think I know what I'm doing?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just
I'm saying both of you don't know what you're doing.
wondering if maybe we shouldn't take another look at the facts.
I just want a case. Who cares whether he did it or not?
Okay. Prosecutors are stereotyped this way, but that's not the philosophy that they have. They want to convict people that have actually done something, and if someone didn't do that, then by and large, every prosecutor I know would not want to convict that person. Now, granted, I guess there was a trial here that we didn't see, and he got a conviction, so there was evidence that this person did something, and presumably it was evidence beyond a reasonable doubt, but, still, this is not the time or the place.
All that's important is I'm one step closer to a promotion.
Promotion for what? Is this guy... Okay, so this guy must be an assistant district attorney or deputy district attorney. I mean, what promotion is he angling for? A management position of some kind? Oh, and also... So you convicted a guy of assault with a deadly weapon. This is as routine as it's going to get for your sort of mid-level felony district attorney. Like, that's not going to help you get a promotion anywhere. So dumb.
And besides, people like him, they're all the same. Just a bunch of criminals.
All right, great. So we've got some overt racism. Well, I mean, at least we know who the bad guys are.
Please, sir, please. It's never too late to do the right thing.
I mean, it is sort of too late. He was convicted here. It's really hard to undo a conviction. There's not a whole lot that you can do here, but let's see.
Yeah, well, I can see my headlines now. D.A. Graham gives low-life criminal life in prison.
Yeah, well, okay, that headline's not going to happen because he was convicted of assault with a deadly weapon, which does not carry a life sentence with it. And I think you're already the district attorney here. Also, no newspaper is going to run with that story because this happens 1,000 times a day. This is... like, no one's going to care about this. Oh, man, so ridiculous.
Keep up the great work. He's innocent.
He's innocent.
Can you give us a minute?
Yeah.
What a dipshit. He's innocent. What an asshole.
What are you talking about?
He wasn't in Philly when it happened. His story checks out. Look, I have his credit card statements right here. He was making purchases in Los Angeles while the crime was happening.
What do you mean you have his credit card statements? Okay, all right. If the district attorney had this evidence and didn't turn it over to the defense, that is a Brady violation left, right, and center. That is ridiculous that they wouldn't have turned that over to the defense. Presumably, they had to subpoena the credit card company, so they went through all the rigmarole of getting this evidence. If the prosecutor has exculpatory evidence, you have to turn that over to the defense. So presumably, he had all of this stuff in front of him, he just didn't turn it over to the defense. So this is actually one of those rare circumstances where the defense would be probably able to overturn this conviction. So once the defense gets this evidence, the defense would then file a motion with the judge to vacate the judgment and to dismiss the judgment with prejudice. And then maybe you ask the court to sanction the prosecutor for a very clear miscarriage of justice. But yeah, okay, so that the prosecutors had this from the very beginning is insanity.
We have to get these to the defense right away.
Have you lost your mind? I mean, maybe somebody stole his card. Maybe he gave it to him.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. The prosecutor doesn't get to come up with alternative explanations. If the evidence is exculpatory, you have to turn it over to the defense.
I can think of 1,000 reasons.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many reasons
That's
you come
enough.
up with.
The case is over. You hear me?
I have proof.
What is it?
You already had proof.
Now.
I contacted a local convenience store and I found a photo of him. Take a look. He couldn't have committed a crime in Philly if he was buying a hot dog in LA.
Okay, so this is a little bit different. This is newly acquired evidence. So if the defense found this evidence and they wanted to admit it and overturn the initial conviction, they would have had to have filed a motion for a new trial, and the standard there is that they wouldn't have been able to discover this evidence with reasonable diligence before the trial itself. But this probably wasn't that hard to find. They probably wouldn't have been able to meet that standard because this defense attorney just completely dropped the ball and said there was absolutely no evidence at all. However, since the prosecution now has it in their possession, it's probably still a Brady violation that they're not turning it over. But still, they didn't have the obligation to affirmatively go out and find this evidence in the first place. That's up to the defense. And they dropped the ball.
Doesn't even look like him.
It's him. I had facial recognition confirm it.
What? What facial recognition? This isn't an episode of CSI.
Has anyone else seen this?
No, why?
Good. Let's keep it that way.
Well, someone had to see it because the district attorney had to subpoena those records from the convenience store. What papers is the defense attorney reviewing right now? Like the transcript where he says, "No, we don't have any evidence, Your Honor." Like it's kind of over and done. Now we're just at the sentencing phase.
You're not gonna believe this. I have video evidence.
What are you talking about?
Well, a reporter was giving an interview outside of the game.
Okay, so?
So guess who walks by? There. That's Robert.
How would he have found that? I mean, that's really going above and beyond to try and find this particular evidence. Oh, and another thing. This is the next day. So we're assuming that the district attorney was somehow able to subpoena a convenience store and get it turned around in like 2 hours. This would have taken weeks or months. And same thing with finding this video evidence as well. I don't know how many times I've said that's ridiculous and unrealistic, but it's been a lot in this video.
This proves.
Okay, that fountain is nowhere near Dodger Stadium. I mean, I guess that's the Los Angelino in me, but I mean, that's also ridiculous.
His innocence. We have to tell the judge.
Yes, you do have to tell the judge.
Have a seat. We have to tell the judge.
You don't have to tell a soul.
Yes, you do.
Everything okay?
It's, in the Constitution.
Mr. Graham, anything you want to share?
No, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Williams.
Okay, another thing, maybe this is small in the grand scheme of things, but I would sue the crap out of the defense attorney here because, I mean, this is ineffective advice of counsel. This is really terrible representation. Not only is he not finding the evidence that's laying in front of him, but he's completely botched this entire case. So yeah, this guy has a great cause of action against his former attorney because this guy is the worst.
Federal statute requires a 25-year mandatory minimum sentence.
Federal statute? This is state court in Philadelphia. This has nothing to do with federal courts at all. And 25 years! This is assault with a deadly weapon. This is, okay, first of all, in Pennsylvania, that's a maximum of 10 years in prison. And the reality is he's gonna get like 70 months. So he's probably convicted for, and sentenced for less than 6 years. Presuming, since this guy is completely innocent, it's probably his first offense. So yeah, he's at the low end of the spectrum, maybe 5 to 6 years in jail. Not 25 years in jail for assault with a deadly weapon. Ridiculous.
You've already been found guilty. So unless the people have anything else.
If only there had been a trial in front of some sort of jury of your peers where you could present evidence, but sadly, that's not the world we live in.
This court hereby sentences the defendant, Robert Williams, to 25 years in a federal prison without the possibility of parole.
Okay, a Pennsylvania court has no authority to send you to federal prison. That's not a thing. Okay, the judge has already made his sentence. Like, banging the gavel, to the extent the judge ever does that, which is not often, it doesn't carry any specific weight. It's not like, nothing I said matters until I smack this wooden hammer against the table. It's over. It's over at this point.
Wait!
Right.
Excuse me?
Wait, I'm sorry, Your Honor. He didn't do it. May I approach the bench?
You may.
Your Honor, there is no way that Mr. Williams committed those crimes.
You don't have to interrupt the court and present all your evidence. That's actually probably sort of improper. You'd probably ask to adjourn this particular sentencing so that you can talk with the defense so that everyone can present their motions. But, you know, Dhar Mann gonna Dhar Mann, I guess.
You see, I have here a credit card statement showing purchases made by the defendant with his credit card in Los Angeles on the same day that the crime took place in Philadelphia.
Is there?
And I also
There's
have
got to be a chain of custody issue.
a photo of the defendant in a convenience store here in Los Angeles buying a hot dog just mere moments before the crime took place. And I have a video as well, Your Honor. So you see, Your Honor, Robert Williams could not have committed those crimes.
Is all this true, Mr. Graham?
Well,
Why didn't you say anything?
Because he was more interested in his promotion than he was in saving an innocent man from jail.
Again, I can't fathom what promotion he's angling for here. And also, like, okay, you presented your evidence. You don't necessarily need to throw this guy under the bus. And frankly, I think some of these discussions are probably privileged. You know, whatever. I mean, at this point, sure, why not?
well, what'd you expect? Huh? Okay, so maybe he didn't do this crime. But I'm sure he's done dozens of others.
You're goddamn right, I ordered the code red! That does not happen.
Look at him, he's clearly a criminal.
Your Honor!
Order!
Yeah, finally the defense objects to, like, overt racism. Oh, boy. Where have you been, buddy?
I've heard all I've needed to hear. Mr. Williams, the charges against you have been dropped. You're free to go. Bailiff, uncuff him immediately.
Okay, yeah, I mean, sure. Why not?
And you,
Sua sponte motion to vacate. Okay, I'll allow it.
Mr. Graham,
please.
obstructing justice and tampering with evidence is a very serious crime.
Your Honor.
I'm going to see to it that not only do you never practice law again, but that we send the right man to jail this time. You. Bailiff, arrest him.
Okay. This guy may have been. God, is that obstruction of justice? Maybe that might give rise. I mean, mainly it's just a really horrible Brady violation, and I don't know that necessarily gives rise to obstruction of justice. Either way, I don't think the judge has the power to have the bailiff arrest this guy. You would probably refer him to bar counsel for sure, and maybe you refer to another prosecutor based on the facts, but. Yeah, I don't think there's any world in which this guy is arrested after a sentencing hearing like this. There's, you know, you've got to engage in discovery too. Okay, I'm done. No more. No more.
No. No, this can't be happening.
Yeah, it literally can't be happening.
Let me go.
Sirs. Oh. Why did you help us?
Well, because a wise woman once told me, it's never too late to do the right thing.
Isn't that a 30 Rock joke? Oh, no, it's close, but, you know, almost as cringy, but it's cringy on purpose. God, it's never too late for now.
It's never too late for now.
That's not a newspaper. That's like one of those fake things that you print out in like print shop. I mean, at least make it big. It's 8.5 by 11. The Daily News. It's never too late for now.
Hey, Dhar Mann fam. So you see, we're not just telling stories, we're changing lives.
Okay, he knows that this didn't actually happen. No one's life was changed here. This is a fictional story that didn't happen in real life. No one. Look, I'm on YouTube too. We're not necessarily changing lives here. We're making things that are entertaining. Like, slow your roll, buddy.
And when you share my videos, you're helping to change lives too.
I mean, come on now. Now, when you share a LegalEagle video, of course you're changing lives. But a Dhar Mann video, I'm not sure about that. Okay, let's put me out of my misery. Let's give this thing a grade for legal realism. On the plus side, I guess they use terms like defendant and district attorney. Other than that, kind of nothing. On the other side, pretty much everything. This is the most unrealistic thing I've ever seen. It's procedurally and substantively improper. Yeah, this is the worst fictional account of a legal proceeding I've ever seen in my life. F. Now, you might be dumber for having watched this video, but you won't be with today's sponsor, Morning Brew. I've actually been subscribed to Morning Brew for forever. It's one of my absolute favorite newsletters, and it's awesome that they wanted to sponsor this channel. Morning Brew, if you didn't know, is a free daily newsletter delivered Monday through Sunday. It gets you up to speed on business, finance, tech, and law in just 5 minutes, and it provides a fantastic quick survey of the most important issues while being witty, irreverent, and informative. And did I mention it's completely free? And it tells me how much my stocks are going up and how much everyone else's crypto is going down. This week, for example, I learned about Elon Musk leaving California for Texas, Twitch getting hacked, the Facebook whistleblower, and a vegan shrimp substitute called Vrimp. It's basically exactly the mix of news that I'm actually interested in, and the stuff I didn't know I wanted to know about, and it's all written in a hilarious style. Morning Brew is one of the few emails that I actually open religiously. So, LegalEagles, this one is a complete no-brainer. Morning Brew is completely free, and it takes less than 15 seconds to subscribe. Just click on the link that's on screen now or in the description to get Morning Brew for free. And not only will you get a newsletter that you'll actually read, but you'll actually be helping out this channel too. So click on the link below to get Morning Brew right away. And while you're at it, check out this playlist with all of my real lawyer reactions. So click on this playlist, or I'll see you in court.